One guys are doing management. And my dad didn't.
Oh, now better not. Duty. Our Christmas here.
Kutase kani asona na machiwi. I put you to my head of sports. Deputy say, "No, no, no."
I never about. Before one. I
say.
If you do my dear, on the saying,
sir,
on your lazy.
Oh, you know,
they be on your lazy. And the very member,
I fear you, for instance,
so I don't want it as a member. Oh, about the I don't know how bit my say or buy it by median a full timer for a long time. No fear. I know maybe not the IDP who watching a brand. I don't know how to go do it.
Boss, watch him all. Also, a fear Juma. We know a member Juma. Okay.
Kangen as we had the Brunia. Much as a Bruno, the papa. Me who be that. So, you and Brunia, dear. Not fair, they saw about no Sasha White. Yes, over cast much. I would dear soon. What's number God here? Legend. I'm on for the PH no boy, Juma Papa. Nah, only this said, doctor say. The doctor's not started church or Kangen. Sure. Was said cholesterol no yes unya Kangen high pH na doctor ne kan yo na ye chini pebi na me frɛ wa wo ba sa da bi am konya bi pa na nya asem getoa e bi onya high pH no ho ye den minim sa fi ni bi asa ba wini frɛ na ni baby bi o ho okay na design mo frɛ ye si avivu from na bi adom ye ho ya ko ye niema ba ko konsori abobom pa ya ye memedwuma ne medwuma. And they say you're fine.
You are not pay a percent each year. I prefer any TF4. Kangen Ababe is a household name. Say dear, who bought the word Kangen or be a name as a channel. Na acquire from who be here say you better basics no. Na I feel one or two things are. Niente here said this time around, ye di New Year na Christmas ni New Year no. And who be here say Unya Kangen now especially during this time. Make us a festival in Tiaman for Arenam. People have eaten lots of meat. And say meat na break it down. Cholesterol, oil like the chain nam na kukonam, nemchinam, aponchinam, all these things. Aqua kodore we nipiduemu as fats. Now say you're breaking it down. You say your mom who say you don't need medication in this era. We want to look at the basics. You better the pH of the waters. Now, if you have the way a high pH, to me emulsify oil. And to her pH scale, now I range from 0 up to 14. Let you know himself. We will feel how I crank a Kangen machine. Then. This week, I will install your man. If you can see him. Yeah. Baba saw be last week or die this week. Them say hope for say be install BBM man camera. But studio now me receiving lots of messages concerning Kangen. You made the idea man for a BD dance here. It's good. They be a buy a case a so enye drew a drinking water. And I'm sorry, Nana, Doctor Nibi dance. He was or check the price of alkaline water in Ghana. And baby, unya no. Say it was about 180 cedis for a pack of alkaline water. And tina yen wanga say Kangen ye Tommy and so the distributors crania ne bear 23 cedis. Now almost me turn 30 cedis. I don't know besides about why are we selling the water the normal water price? And let me say. The vision of Kangen and Magic is not to make profit, but making sure happen within a rich beer. And Kangen, what makes it unique? And say, and yes, beer, Nipano, Yashakuemu be a bribe, cast a research about it. And it is saying so me and say, what I no pay a pH scale, any name himself from 0 up to 14. In so I would do me and say, would German, so I say, sample Kangen, and I may she, I don't bit me she. The other two now for any testing. We want to look at pH level. No say in Sony a say enye. So in Sony a very yellowish and the enye many pediano. And these bottles, you know, say be for juice niniama. So it doesn't represent any water brand or because it be a victimize you be. Into the first water I may check, you know, so the first one, yeah, drop a pH tester. No. pH tester, you can say you drugstore or the big pharmacies, obenya. Until you just drop 1 or 2 drops into the water. We say none color now, but we need a greenish, a little bit light green. Until we pH skill, no, so the skill never mind. Now you the pH. Second one a yellow pan. Until we first one a light green. No, we man bear 6. We man bear 6 pH. Now for second one a what hano a yellow. Yellow no be man bear 4. We are highly acidic and yellow near highly acidic. After may test Kangen. Kangen na she and after when who pH no. Till I no say any deep blue. Deep blue. And our pH skill now. This is about 8.5 pH. I accepted worldwide. And when you drink this waters during the ulitite, it's a mini testy. Now when you Kangen water, our system it's already acidic. Obikra or one the system nankasa producing lots of acidity. And it's a Nipanoko hospital. A doctor near or very very good agriculture say per alkaline aduane te say fruits, any vegetables, herbs, need lots of it. Now per alkaline in so and in so a neutral if you don't get alkaline water. And once you have alkaline water, what it does is that my cocoa flashy acidity. Nenti yeah the Kangen water na ebe so this water say testy na enye very good for drinking. First one is green, bear 6. At least unipano blood pH is 7.5, 7.4 to 7.5. Until they can get a crash, so I say assessor to blue. Assessor enyan sisan we. Into bones say aside than a light green beam. This is what we call titration. Yes, I think a crab can beam. So this is detoxification and my good hydration. And after detoxify, look at the water which was yellow. We know what pH no so bear 4. When you are Kangen alkaline water, bones are sisan on so blue. First one in shadow and says I'm green there, but in India and society acidity is still in, and you need to consume more. India and say you do near ye so I am especially BBT say carbonated drinks, any energy drinks. Look our smartphone now facility and now type the pH of carbonated drinks. 2. Now it is equated and now the total car battery acid I work car battery mo. Anti-carbonated drinks ni energy drinks no they are highly acidic but yeni into me nka say enkoto ade a good man so into what we rather advocate and say bomodi ane pe Kangen energy drinking water na one yeah Christmas any New Year people have eaten lots of meats and other stuffs. This is cooking oil and you share the same cooking oil into the 2 glasses here. Now a small experiment be why you don't need to take medication into oil here they are chin nam they are chin kele willy. Somebody will ask say okay, so let's see. We have any other water brand here. Yeah, the Kakrabe good oil also. And yeah, the insone ash good oil. No, so one say oil no tan so any suspension. This is very very true. Obakra be catch us say we hun so enani oil you will not believe it. But Kangen makes you have that feel. Practically we demonstrate. Yeah, you trema we another oil like what glass. Now we want to pour the Kangen water on it. You bet me as Zumenica Krama Yahoo oil contact. Thank you very much. And Ushie Kangen in Sonugu so a legend. This is what you are having. And none oil nina manaba beeti say milk. So all that you do is you just urinate and this comes out of your body. Thank you very much, MCR. And I already are into me and Nanena on your Kangen, your high pH nibi ewa soa. This is what happens. Near into me and Nane di kaino. It has now emulsified completely. And we always tell people that this is drinking water. And you say beer to me. You can just drink it as your normal water. They are all drinking waters. And we have different types. We have the 500 ml, we have the 1 liter, and the gallon one you see here is the 2 liter. And they all come in very, very nice packages. Yeah, such that if you are a distributor and you want to come on board, you don't even struggle. We are doing free deliveries to our distributors. All that you need is to just start with 2,000 Ghana cedis. This is a massive business opportunity you can grab. You don't have to sit down and say, and for those who are even working, you can add this as your side business. And one is also a major distributor. For the major distributor, and then you are starting from 20,000 Ghana cedis. Edeko. Obiama 20,000 Ghana cedis. Unya water with our 840 packs. And that means that we are giving you each pack at 23 Ghana cedis. That is the beauty of Kangen and Magic Water. And it doesn't matter where you are. If you are a major distributor, Kangen ensures say you are in Suon Ebe Bro or location. Whether you are Bolga, you are Upper West, you are Upper East, we would move our own car there and bring the water to your location. Yes, I hear more into her screen as well. Your major distributors and our numbers scroll you to say the water Malay Quada so agree. When you bring the money, we bring the water to you, and this means that you can still sell the water at 30 Ghana cedis without even adding anything to it. Just like we saw here in Kumasi, Bremen UGC.
Okay.
And you know, Winifred and so on.
Winifred okay two baby. Winnie.
Mr. Two. Send your brother yes ni.
What do money on?
Yeah, best say we any magic near be or hasi. Ya mo bi ehunu. Bronya send yes agi ni nuani ayedidi ne best say ye benya nsupan so a ebe bo aye amaya hohuru ni pedua ni so mu.
Okay. Winifred dey that say. Also what do ni? What do money?
Including
Obia.
Amount for we me. Any amount for we me. We need good water. Oh, no clear.
I'm not clear in your system.
Legend that
Okay. The one they say there, why are you?
And you know, you don't need medication. Your message this morning is that you don't need medication. Get
less medication.
Water. Get good water. All the medicines have their side effects, but this is just drinking water without any effect.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Before. I feel headlines be papa.
Oh yes, you
for more indications. But your IPH is under siege and others. Before I started to was more court.
Yeah. So we crowd and so one crown.
And you already why na. Main depot Kangen 02453448.
I say we specify
071. Sunyani Rex Methodist Street. No.
Techiman distributor frame.
But Kumeu distributor.
Kumeu. Yeah, you will be. Techiman, I pick him on my picking Techiman. Piambo Modino company.
Kumeu distribution, Mother. I pick it.
Techima, I pick it.
Okay.
Let us say Kumeu.
Kabinu, I come in Makotit.
Oh, say, won't say I was sole distributor and I was main. And it's sole distributor, no. I don't know, Sa constituency and I'm person. You are the only person who
now they always your main and also
main and yes, so
to me,
oh, person, I need 50,000 about
15,000.
Yes, 50.
Why
a sole distributor
50,000.
Yeah, and Obi wa Accra numbers in here. For 05, I am say was scrolling.
50,000 a bar.
Yes.
Me a so.
We are so.
Timmy got to the shop.
Oh, so best supply. You know how to business. Into Accra, no for 05.
So no got bad, you know.
79247.
Oh no, go to Zunya no.
0546 79247. Legend one boy
number. Police were a card in Ka take biam ben so brick kumase ma government.
Debi the bebro as the so we sign the understanding and
the ba mo bi dimi fa bi makuru.
Debi unkwa bi bia ba
anum na do afiliate anum wi
and the beauty the distributors main distributors
na boss
20
number e man number
bi kwa half mame.
There will be no conjo na deco. My soul
be am for my any.
Professor we so now.
Oh yeah, 2SK. Who 2SK? 50,000.
We are so now there.
Yeah.
That be say.
And I mean
Obi for abe.
Wait starting me. Now.
I'm sorry say nipa na work for radio.
What your number is saying 0.
But 0241 44 91
0241
44
91 and a 050 737 94 74. You were Ashtown, so no. Ashtown. You were Ashtown. So my wife in the
street.
Come on. Space also so. So call.
Hey, come out there and me wa go di e dia ko. Me so no mudura fidiase a oza unso no san.
Yeah.
Nessa unto e ka ono o di va me cross. All right, yeah that's it. E ko tiki tuba ko dia. E ho ne akọ e be so le wa ko edwuma this year. Ba for me dey line eh now no be boy the board draw so a. E no ye ji ediza.
Say ye lose no mo wini. Intino me feel say omo jomo ni omo
okay omo to ni agese no bo
atimi
Come say City. And only
Liverpool draw into no.
And a Wolves.
Okay.
Amorim.
Abo so must move one step. And
it's over 14.
It's almost 13th.
And you're bad.
Into no. So
when you
are you cry now, I say,
but I don't know.
Oh, yes. Into no. As I say, about my basso. Because funny, yes, Miss Annie, funny, say, you didn't go. He said, Omoniaja. But
it's on my own, I said, Muni pursue by. Because I was always thinking about how to beat Liverpool and how to even draw with them. One more money then. And I'm here, Adia, a fuller man. A Nottingham Forest here, no. So strategy na uja for you soon know. I said yeah. O yi sala free mu. Come obi ta any sala ta.
We see one we are.
Na fe o go trend.
Na o do ni a chere trend ho no. Na you say o di for ha.
I was not trend am in there. I think it's no still.
Babo. Yeah, headline be ba break one.
Ai ye di twam na baba nya kwan ba na yetimi aye yinti no. Na je say nti tama we de ye nya yi ya afi ni abanti ye de prapra kwan mu na afi no. Ye de atake off say ene de
production off.
Ene ye we ene ye free range.
O sa on.
Ai. Safi na ye announce your presence nti no. Nti tama
do along now on ground.
Mpatwan we do Saturday no.
Oh sa.
Mpatu Saturday no nyimre.
Okay.
Nti ya kwashi mu kakra fa. Kwashi me crowd so ko na wo ja me kwan no. Eno anu no.
Bo so me KG am na me ho munye wa de wonya duide.
Da wo ja me kwan. Akonya bia ya akonya adore dey no. We could do.
Almost some go Alex do na omu hu no. Wa free ho.
Sa.
Ezo ko ha ngo.
Oni office oni hobio. Eh ene na tie o dey fi ho yo.
Aye ya mana aru e ko code. Sami moi Sami no wane ko oni tino. Omzo mu na mo na mo jachu be bi Alex
on se play ye be wura ha no.
Avo enyi bi back na design. Say team na you.
Adam say Yaba.
Team na.
Afina. Team say Amorim afi de ohun adwuma ni so.
Oh guys, ABC you. Some of me city boy no. O ka na no pa no.
Boss, Eric Ten Hag mo, omo hihye City mo. Eric Ten Hag say City.
Eric Ten Hag.
FA Cup.
Aya betre.
Oh, say City FA Cup. And this is not any news.
Pacho.
Eric Ten Hag beating Man City 2-1 winning FA Cup.
Since Oba Premier League 1 point per away. Ten Hag. And how we kasa.
Una 1 point per away.
1 point per draw. Our Anfield last season go 0-0.
Awo kan Liverpool nkwana.
There be like Arsenal 2 stars of Arsenal just share no. City.
Na say the most referee.
No, but
the mo just say oso onya na we so on draw back on onya na we.
What City?
O so o kan
make up big teams no me say away.
Na we on Ten Hag wan say City.
O say City.
Oh home me say away.
Oh when they say like when they
oh no, but if you are wanting to one thing that if Obiabe can cry in the last 5 years or 6 years from Mourinho to 1-1 munya all my big games no. Now you are supporter I feel no one possible should be. It's a fact.
But they say there.
Oh, but today
and him and energy.
But today Obia go and watch United against Arsenal. At least United lost 2-0 but Obia means you enjoyed United at Emirates.
Oh, you are
against Man City. You enjoy it.
Then
me say last season that 0-0 that Hakobo no. Liverpool bought 30 something short. So can matter.
We are 0-0.
And Liverpool bought almost 60 something percent.
There be almost a move from go. I never I like about my express like you too. And there be asem go. Na there be aso or say
oh no bet me gina ha na o bet me quite
you enjoy watching them.
It doesn't matter the score line.
Na okay after City game but the next day na Wolves asem na Newcastle asem
no say Wolves, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. United didn't lose because the teams were better than them. It's one of those errors, individual mistakes, which will happen at this stage when he is trying to build a team. Say at this stage now, or try to bring the idea and things right there. We'll have that, and okay, I say, Amaro kept on saying that shadows now one because now since or by when he has never trained even 2 months in now, no in training 10 days per with the team because of every 2 days you have to, after third game you have to play a game. And you know,
not a year. I'm to move.
oh yeah, dear. Oh, say let any be not. And him say this year we'll go through this part.
There's one thing about the Premier League now, and it's not. I mean, draw attention. It's not particular with any team. When you think a team is ascending, playing well, moving on, that game back could be. I cast a doubt in the performance of the team, which was they need to win last week. And it's happening to everybody. Only say a bit lucky and even grind results in the midst of those difficulties. But I'm the end. They ask about Kuko now back to Amorim because I've watched especially United against Newcastle. Newcastle is doing very well, but that game was United were poor, were wolves.
So you know why?
So when I have a game now, this is an improved United side, especially in the second half.
So far the season we're there.
But the Kobasa Tisa Nano. Sorry, Arsenal team any Everton Bobo. Then the next game was on my camera. Next one, say a bit to be in Liverpool.
No, it's a
Bamu the idea back. I'm rather than a chum. Now we are moving.
United supported BR by now. Say this is in us.
Oh, now it is some boss.
As Amorim said, we will struggle.
Yes, I'm saying
we have to suffer.
When you ask at the right time,
no, we have to suffer. But why we know say so shouldn't we are from next season based on how he plays.
Oh, she we are. One night now the tea. I am money to say there. Obi akoda. Oh yes. Ba ko na sise. Obi aba sise ni
dey. So, and I think say
boss. By a good point,
boss. Manchester United are making into the top 5. Sakito Manchester United.
Oh, they won gas.
He said that here.
Hey,
you present the tape. When Amorim was appointed. Studio on highway. On highway, sir. If Manchester United are more top 4 under Ruben Amorim Afia. On one Manchester United need be move. Yeah. Temple come on from highway. You be cover. Highway. What's over my show? What's over my show? What kind of highway is part of people? You be cover. What kind? What kind? What kind? What's it? Amorim. I'm for United. I'm not top 4.
They had you last season at Anfield. What is Akito saying? Last season.
Waka certain how
but the difference is that
now gameplay
that day no Liverpool ka Kuma United one for
abanya draw.
Well I crowd the go be men dey go to cram him.
No tio wakobobo no opponent no apia akoshe uchiri.
That is a strategy.
No it make the defend the arm upon.
Anyway. Babo mama we so we na play
na onye Manchester. This is
clear cut chance. I think Onana was busy. Onana was
busy. He was busy because some of our clear chances didn't hit target. For example, Maguire, who 6 shots on target and he had the ball 4. Now 4 no.
That video on target. And if he has him,
no, man, I will see he was busy.
Maybe target.
No, he was busy because
back pass a target too.
No, Tio. Let me target. Tio. Messi,
there's a target. You boy go boom.
Messi, Onana was busy. And or you busy because ball go boom na watching. And I make sure say, Diallo ball na anko boom. And people it not be counted. But the Diallo and the Maguire chances no were better than those that Liverpool had. Arameboa. Oh, Arameboa. Diallo and Maguire no Bafo. It's not better than what Liverpool had. But on the other say Uncle Pomu. And that is football for you too.
Onya Manchester United.
Oh,
Sukra na wo hana duya. Wajatu said wajatu
na wonu na me kai na mini oba rijibo na edi agro.
Oh, hey. Na be agro how? You be yeduma. Yeah. Show letter by Asan ye ti ase. Na wo ti anu be ye say edi agro.
On gas on di agro so just say they were saying jokes which is allowed.
Jokes as in say
o say we share jokes every day.
Na baba de no na jokes na ye be patcho.
Na say dey atena.
Ana no so yiri ma patcho we. Hey.
Baba you don't want to toilet buy. Baba me tell me you gonna baba ma 10 minutes.
Baba enko.
Yeah, 10 minutes when you
United am top.
I think do baba me draw back up me boy.
Ko draw back up. Omo draw no munya ya di omunya no enra no.
Enkwam Poku no has been scoring.
He has been scoring but no aso say nkonko. He had 1-on-1 mbiru ni na botoko.
The striker dey say
oh.
I don't know the game.
But some register all the strikers so. Eduku ni wa.
I'm register.
I can't wait there you know.
Mintano. I'm sure they are done.
Sir.
Akabibi.
Well, let me say some small clearance.
But he is.
I mean, he will be a photocopy.
Status for not clear.
Oh, then there's no problem.
Yes, it's a team. Player baby,
on the
striker. On midfielder. Neymar, Walid Fusim. So on the end
January.
Sikana mukotu no.
It is on our go position. Be ana.
Oh, Sikana no dey.
I am get obedience.
No more options so.
I said there's hardly one how.
But you boss Sika kesi obetwe no.
Come on. Entino the Gaka elections takes a huge
campaign.
George Free
message.
George Free versus Ket part 2.
Oh, George Free versus Ket. Omo market so George Free nenko for mo mai kumsen na amankwa.
Na Ket so Mr. Ansa ene the money never vice lady
Felix.
Enti
George is on YouTube.
Enti na tama start generate heat or ground so no papa. Seriously. Enti no if he dia unse chana de because of such na inauguration no presidential inauguration nti o chana no attention no man be shift but every Wednesday ni Thursday ni ma de mo no a lot of the Gaka tin be babontin pa
China min kan de renew Asiama se United bi o man na kan na eche ba for say United wouldn't finish in the top 6 this season. But we are very happy that we have a very good coach. Since his appointment on 11th November, this is the first time he had a full week's training.
Okay. I know double draw.
A few additions and we will compete in 2 seasons' time. Ombe nyina afi no nya full week's training. Jomo no omoboro. Omde omu nyina yefunya full week training. Ono nkwa na nya. Oh, Zakito. That been any preseason kind team coach performance.
That's why you
Senek do that's no buy a preseason pen why. Only team no 1 season. It be all 7 years. I am Munyaz will be a preseason 7 years.
If you have a time to train for 30 days with
it's
a big
Mechese and slot. On the way back up or buy any. It be a 7 years or so more. Now but say. Omo man can you be no when you 1 full week's training. And they say Arsenal bought Newcastle China. United record that's Sunday no mambo.
Only match bia.
Only Debbie. Anyway. And John go see that said the Omukaso but no much. Ye make us say Arsenal nya kwa anya training.
Then I am crack up.
Please tell Akito the excuses are too much. He should wait till the team becomes consistent. Alexua Papa Swatchi. Alexua Papa.
What can you say?
They are one for the last time. They are one for the last time.
Nah, you bet you
Bulgaria, someone in Bulgaria, the blind historian was say hi, Sam Fisher Paint. Ask me, it be yini. Okay. I'm around. Any day can be brave. Okay.
Obi da say can also rap.
Okay. This and other. But we not about
Tama, no contract, no live telecast. But FA charges Mediama as Muspaka crashes with Kate. Tama. Tama.
Maybe crash no.
Almost say almost match power takwa ho de. Almost TV station bi amfa cameras missy was on baby you abra. Tom no mu contract Ghana Football Association any TV stations no we matches no. Omu nim sika sema wo mu. Omu nim hwe no answer obobo important match o de beji ni sika. Okọ sika camera bi so so baby yi. And there enya dia on be pene. Enti time no
where the camera guys sent by the GFA.
The TV stations were there.
Sent by the GFA.
Of course, the TV stations.
Na say the media man for na for.
I don't know what for.
When you physically stop them, those who have been sent by the GFA, also who contract in 2 months.
Na GFA, me bomb match. Now, who see GFA send no? Our GFA nin kan tell me say we ba have a match. Now no answer we the camera services also be match.
No, GFA told them they will show the match.
That be.
And no, sir, they did the flyers and
the flyers.
No, have a point is that the GFA send them.
The cameras, the TV stations were there, but they
sent by
refused
the
them.
GFA.
Tama, I want to
and TV stations now the omo pen ko here.
Tama, I say TV stations no. Omo so omo ne FA no contractor. Omo yi matches no. So omo matches say omo you start league in na.
Me as only munti na me busa no. Omo buy the GFA had told me the say we mo na be show match no from hearing the organizers. And then Mediama said no, we don't have a contract with them. So you can go to hell.
Mediama's position is that no TV station can come to Takwa say obey match no.
But Mediama should know that
no
TV station can go to Mediama to show a game when they have not been asked by the GFA to do it. And the GFA are the organizers. That is why today they have been charged.
But Mediama will respond accordingly because
they will respond the fact that you have been charged. HSA Adiana na wo ye no only hu kwan so ye.
No.
Mediama have been charged with the breach of section 42(6) of the GFA Premier League regulations 2018 following their Ghana Premier League game against Asante Kotoko. It is alleged that the club prevented GFA accredited media partners from the live broadcast of the said game. Mediama SA will have until Wednesday, January 8, 2025 to respond to the charges. As a man here can be
Tama, the days ahead is going to be very interesting, and I can tell you.
Interesting, sir.
Because Mediama, they are a football club. All match. Say FA no say obi meyi match na. The FA has to tell Mediama say o match awubo yi matom obi agisika say into oba be yi na wo chapa wo mu nie Mediama say wo mu nim bibia saa
o mu nim dey
wo mu no hwe wo mu nim say match npo say am Mediama TV station bi so o meyi
man muzo asem Mediama nya aware say TV station are the media partners of the
no wo mu nim Mediama dey also mu nim
mami musa 2 3 are they not aware
Tama
said this guy remember these guys are the media partners of the GFA.
Mediama don't know.
In your president, we are discussing that is not the issue. The issue is are they the media partners? That is why Mediama as a football club voted for somebody to be on the executive council. Executive council. Since I contract yes arrangement we. So you aware.
Tama me tiase
because are you aware Mediama voted for people to be on the school?
Minim sir.
And those people signed these agreements
on behalf of Mediama,
on behalf of the clubs.
And yes.
Okay. GFA when the executive council met, they agreed that these people become their media partners. And you are saying that on your way.
Uye GFA, ubetima ko media partners.
Enya GFA
wa wasema wapo. Media partners
which is the board.
The board no.
The board
of media partners mako media partners. But say me bo match. Na say media partner no so me match ni free dia.
Are you aware the GFA are the organizers of the league?
They are the organizers of the league. But they don't own Media Football Club is not the property of
the
GFA.
event that took place. Our Takwanra. Wouldn't say a GFA in organizer.
Let me help you with this coach. This article.
But Media Man and Neighbor.
GFA Premier League 42-1.
Media Man and Neighbor.
The ownership. Bafo 2025 yeah class.
Yeah man obi is so obi 2025 for class 2025 for obi am for obi ase kan nyanka. The clubs
Everybody
should fight for his rights.
42-1. The ownership, but for 10 years, the ownership, organization, control and management of the league, and any rights associated with it of any nature shall be vested entirely and exclusively in Ghana Football Association. Oh, my family, no. It's about Article 42-1. The ownership, organization, control. The ownership, organization.
You can word by word. Oh, that one can you say?
The ownership.
Baba no to was ownership. Baba owner ye. Adiura owner. Number 2.
Organization.
The car owner. Car owner. Organization. Ekwanya ye be organize ball no. Say time e be time e be gate no. Time ani pa be bam. Referee be ba ni nyina ye GF ne dia. Control say ye bobo na control bi ampi ye ni GF for dia.
Management.
Management so count.
Management count. Of the league. And any rights associated.
Any.
With it of any nature.
Say your boy you say amo say free so be to any. Say media how be free baby ba pine ni nyina any.
Shall be vested entirely
nya vested kakra o and go for you so well so
entirely and exclusively
no obi ani chefa
in GFA
now we just say oh that is not in dispute now if it's not in dispute they are right now to go and stop anybody no w before can't say bro for kan either say the boy payo na won ase two things so ase dia o ase any entire nature ni exclusive nyina tire say the issues of media partnership is determined by the owner. Yes. Entino say GF no e do obi ba so mra e so much na the best the best you can do is to withdraw. But say ye ma modie until my example say these decisions are taken by the executive council to the GFA ye say some of the executive council na die no ye koto aba amanipa du ba akwa se du mienu bi me de ma mo premier division for no mo reps ye 6 as is omo ye 4 and 6 mo mfa mo de mra na wakoto aba na oyi omo na de aba ntom ko take decision e bind untimi mfa wa ho den enu ani eden ka se me mo bi me
na so te 2 no
asem de ma ko fa
in relation to each match so te 2 no in relation to each match so after there omo break into each match in the league the GFA shall itself be exclusively entitled to or any otherwise authorize or grant to others right to access and attendance at the ground of the home club for the purpose of transmitting or filming or otherwise recording on or by any media, any audio or visual materials depicting or describing all or any part of parts of the
visual material. Visual material.
Has the FA told me, dear myself, son of Munya, there for more?
I never ran here, Kabi.
We are, science our partnership now. You inform the clubs, no?
You remember we interviewed Rosa. Your friend interviewed us, but the meeting
every club is aware of this.
Clubs now, including Mediama, we had a meeting.
Every club is
aware of the meeting. Mediama,
every club is aware of the meeting. There will be bubble. Men use all kind of the diabetes. Then I become. Bonnie will be bedin as some Emra will be back from Emra will be back from next week there. Emra will be back from next week. Yeah, can we hear? Maybe you are doing what kind of us we are doing for us. When the Eka, they got to Becca, they drew a got to go here, Babaca. The Eka say, Mediama, what say? Omwana ekoto abama GF in executive council no ma go take decision and na omo platform omo din komoda mediama for ya aware say group for as a one for no me twa match no and for them to have done this
call them into a meeting and told them
they are aware
is a group for no you want
nti wa me twa
is I for no afa for no kwa twa
who you na hu ye je be na ka che okura uni mediama nim
for some time group for no ni match
nti uni mche mediama ayo on publish e na mediama hu bi dey
na mediama for no publish na so dey account mediama for no say
that's baba onu aba be ja tunzi a publish
mediama cry this is the first time we could come on
try
what is the issue
this is in omo match
omo try me na bro so baba for 10 minutes left here yeah ba be kotoko after match na no na mnya call free coach Watara oba nyina ne nkasa o say coach Watara maka madam for no and na coach Watara and them new number no and 1 to 3 one am so ma try no so mama free sharp and I'm so coach na day na has last match of winning no Friday Friday no and I'm so don't be a come watch no so inshallah omo hope say on bearing and but say you
Lagos cities
yes I know nothing will be answer and I'm so coach me show what frame me the match I go be say me head den so be frame na show match and pa okoye na okoche next one frame I can bear the man other saying
any vision
or the fifth and the 6
na ko to ni so much say there be a 5 ni 6 ni 4 ni ade ade
28
ko to say na say so much say sa
so ko 4 mu lose 2
do drop akwa na atoko akire league ni competitive me dey ma for me baba nipa kabom bia ye mabo nsam bia nkose omuntem nipa mienu de omu kaboma ye de nyame ase mo antoma ja ntokwa no ye de nyame ase ye de nyame ase
asa bodo ya de chen the fullback si na
ye de nyame ase baba ya we ndeni enko
anopay ye mo special good morning bm na zamu akwaba yansan mo afinsia pa emra so anopay se ye konko fonkroso na ensemu a edi adentete ensemu a ebumfumpa onko fonkroso ya de honsem ato anim nsem no de edoso ena anopay nebom de disafata se wohwe na wotie ena ye de emma wo kitikiti mampole bi ena akansio yanom akambu no pa ya tuebu ase na anopay ya treno emra ya confirm emnu nyina ama wo show ne live e Facebook page no so Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio share na comment me ba na the boss player atroboase akinkan na ama said say ene said e fata dwumako piantama ena anopei amade masia konko a me din kofun cross nsem no edan wo Bosseba Electricals and Dr. Daoud of Daoud Scientific Helper Hospital. Amadama, yes, I say at the FE England na enra games outdoor etime eto dwasase on Saturday. Your voices need duties at the mall. Our England and no pay. Yes, I say at the FE Liverpool Australia and slots a manager. Emma Liverpool now say on it Manchester United. Over the weekend and slots 2 players Manchester United Wobo Abasom or Bruno Fernandes and Diego Dalot. I see 2 players and Amatimbo Aston Papa and watching on Trent Alexander-Arnold and I say Trent Yahuno say we bought good games. Ama Liverpool afi na football na etuba bia enye deni na na ubenya ude enra na a bad day. Ama Trent Alexander-Arnold o chechemum say Ran Gravenberch eyana empempino o kacha say ombe Trent Alexander-Arnold bebre enra Seljuano Ran Gravenberch antimi anye amfa ama Liverpool eno aye anslot letasa the Tuta and then pay na Rio Ferdinand say Enra gamer okay between Liverpool and Manchester United. Actually, say they say Ruben Amorim set the standard going forward. Or believe say abefa and kakra baby amopesa Manchester United na eduno ebetimi aduho eno aye Rio Ferdinand onom aye legend ema Manchester United ninsema oti etuja enano pay obekaya before the Christmas break. And your best story be ewa ema was Ruben Amorim de striker bakwa na nitira tipa aye player or a player ema Napoli Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium Maranteno o Bolon ama Galatasaray Sport Club na Diamante etem say ama intensify the talks between Napoli and player yaka na wasem na Diamante etem say Victor James Osimhen Manchester said that bia abaya juma ama Manchester United na yaka United asebenum ombetua in between 70 million pounds for Victor James Osimhen na Kvaratskhelia Debete say English clubs no ashasiam and Napoli edin komo say Kvaratskhelia masa akwano football e won tenten wa ho kwan first to no America edan woni adedenom omunyanwa woma epe and your reporter eka yensa enano pay and slots he's not happy about Enra results etimi appear ono unslotted de na ope and say young point game no nanka Liverpool emfa ho say amamo omu good game na enka 3 points amansa etimi akanya de say amansa etimi akaya maja ya ka 17 aye Liverpool and Manchester United or say Ukrainian ono ne bumfu ye or say no Ukraine say scoreline no onya happy with the scoreline sitting decisions be our nani answer Ruben Amorim manager Emma Manchester United and after the game and Amorim do a tuja.
I want to see my team to play so much better, but I think the most important thing to address today is the mentality, and that is the key for everything. So today we were a different team, not because of the system, not because of the technical aspect of the game, the tactical aspect of the game. We face the competition that in the way that we're supposed to face every day, training and match. It doesn't matter the place, the opponent. We need to face the every day like that. I'm trying that every day. I'm trying to push this team every.
NT and Ruben Amorim manager Emma Manchester United reaction after the game and slot at in SMP in a tuja now reaction after the game and some say no tune.
Of course it feels for us as 2 points dropped. I think many people, what stays in their head for the most a long time is what happens in the end, and that was a big chance for Maguire, of course. But what we tend to forget is that 2 minutes before, Virgil has maybe just such a big chance as he had to make the 3-2 for us. In the end, it was a difficult game, a bit similar to maybe the Nottingham Forest game, where playing style of both teams were quite similar. So defending in a low block with a lot of bodies, and if they had the ball, not the risk of build-up, but play it low. Every free kick they got somewhere in and around their own.
Enti and slot NHM say game way na similar to game on Nottingham Forest. A boy no mu defend in low blocks with a lot of players in defense. Na no crane say game na ayedene at the Emani team no omunya chances official chances omunya no nanka amubetimi at the ball no be at 20 na and no manager and slot owie no say speculations Madrid at the Bedaba Madrid Trent Alexander and Rodinti Asama Boyning stable no Sansamina the Caribbean.
Yeah, I don't believe in those things, but it's I think 9 out of 10 people will tell you that it affected him, but I'm one of the 10 that tells you that I don't think that affected him. What affected him is that he had to play Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Dalot, which are 2 starters for Portugal, great players, and we have a fantastic player here with Diogo Jota, and he's not even playing for Portugal, so mostly he's not playing. So that tells you how much quality United has. And if these players set themselves to a game, and that is what United once in a while do, then it's very difficult to play against them. And I think that is more difficult for Trent to play against Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Dalot than it is the rumors that were there.
Enti ano aye manager Emma Liverpool and slot and I didn't semi atuda now Meko Alexander Isak and I say oye player of late goes no Ogusua Ose Manfo Chemso O and you set big clubs na call for Alexander Isak Manfo a bo Arsenal din se Arsenal a timba kwa say here potent striker obi na titire post na odan one point in time bia otu the ball at Tottenham or say oy Ahmed say Osiakan ama Newcastle United onye na adwen say impempe obetimi afri team nom diamete every Aston Villa ho and say amani Borussia Dortmund edin komo Donyell Malin amutin komo say amu enjanum na amesiakan ema Aston Villa team no metisa Randa Kolo Mwani or a player Emma Paris Saint-Germain na Randa Kolo Mwani Tottenham Spurs Ediache Amasha say and Paris Saint-Germain action come on say Randa Kolo Mwani Amaya Juma Emma team no na Mikel Arteta over the weekend Ankoye Amfa Amanom onim say game no ewie 1-1 na en central for Ekobusa Mikel Arteta say openi ade na sisi say yanya Bukayo Saka na we play na aseniama hedan koye emfa emalt does it mean say general transferring to said ye bia e so na e pound say kra e was say Arsenal etime enya striker na and I say obviously we cannot make a decision based on one performance on one day enti intime for that bakupa niama hedan koye no enka say ai enti here striker and then some Mikel Arteta at the two Brighton 1 Arsenal 1 na Mikel Arteta post match yebetie biaba Mikel Arteta manager Emma Arsenal.
Yeah, well, disappointed always when you don't win the game, but it's a really tough place to come. They're a good side. We started the game well, I think, and we controlled it in many ways without really being too present with the ball, but scoring a beautiful goal and not conceding anything at all.
Eno aye Mikel Arteta manager Emma Arsenal in Sama and play at the air on Oyerepa 100.7 FM on Oyerepa TV. Now, Maminko Thomas Partey na sue Partey a player Emma Arsenal after say amne Brighton Airport 1-1 or Kasai after the game.
Yeah, we are sad, frustrated. everybody is down, but it's part of football, you know. We wanted to win, we wanted to keep the momentum going, and at the end of the day, we could not get it, but it's also a positive one because we did not lose, and at the end of the day, we have to, you know.
And see Thomas Partey player and answer and say Oyerepa Adiana ya penny say you bet me anya 3 points minimum 1 point is good sir yet me 1 point and for ya twaso afri I mean coach Chelsea am so ya diamete etem say Kangen to Kwameka and Kieran Dewsbury Hall am we 2 players at West Ham United I try him say amansa e bet me akom Wesley Fofana etem say enje bia obet me awitane na for Juma at the Chelsea defender will play one sem and making Jadon Sancho as if frustrating. We just have to be more clinical. Chelsea player Jadon Sancho Obekaya weekend D our the Sahas Park. I'm also a 1-1 and I say I was set team no a clinical chances yes do.
Yeah, frustrating. I felt like we controlled most of the game. And obviously one mistake obviously causes us a goal, but other than that I just feel like we just have to be more clinical in front of goal. We create so many chances, and obviously it's kind of frustrating not to get another goal to kill the game. But this is football, so we have to learn from this and move on. It's just it's unlucky, really. You know, when we create loads of chances, obviously we work on this and on the training ground to.
Mami, we are English stories no. I war Pep Guardiola suye na. Pep and Central for Ebusan say opening a dinner to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, ye nimu Aston Villa before about Manchester City. You say, and not say Sabino nom a ball not to bench a dinner say, and also where answer Tiawao and dear also and say a compete with the likes of Sabino nom any other players. Now because Sabino are better now than Jack Grealish and I Pep Guardiola and Saba or the I want to fight and you head down Koye and City and other 2 City boys and him say especially the fans on Pep he want to fight for the other results.
City fans saw like you didn't see played really good that and they won that and you have to try to deliver them. I know that the fans know that they are struggling now, but it's okay. Life is not perfect. Life is not everything. During the next 20 years, the next century, City is going to win the Premier League. So sometimes happen. You know, it's accept the reality, struggling, they support us, and they're going to be behind us and try to do it, and we want to do it, but sometimes it happen. But it's normal to happen, that reaction. It's normal. Why? Because they saw something unique that this country never saw before. I'm sorry, in terms of...
Spain na diametini, bossa for a short Danny Omo, Sir Openi January, Uncobe Bia, Obatana Bansa, a registration ID. Now so Yagusua, Yatutoniama, O Danny Omo, Fitimimu, Anko Babia, Jamaica Gadia Futum, Emma Liverpool. I see Ohuni say Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now Jenny Liverpool team says ya. I say on one him say Yakasem Komo Koso, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Madrid team come on him Fiorentino PS on him Dewa catcher Trent Alexander-Arnold and Tibaka and come and slot and you no contract on Jindy set Trent Alexander-Arnold best and they definitely a movie from Liverpool omunyusu kodana akano ene ensemo Jamie ati atudwa ene no pay Ansu Fati abusuan Barca se amana enko Sevilla nano ebeto just Sevilla form Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan for eye dombe bia se Ansu Fati amansa be Canada me teachem se Barca for nyawadwen se amu ejani mo na Don Carlo Ancelotti against Deportivo and I said Deportiva Minera eno a Spanish Copa del Rey and I see amu take game no serious and mo aya available game no on betting abobi Real the forward and Mbappe Lotin and I say I am satisfied now say Obakampa a coin first home any players in the team come on the relationship with Madrid players no about show Madrid fans and say they should expect more 2025 yeah Yaurami na Ivini Junior and Don Carlo Ancelotti ahead of the Spanish Copa del Rey while we affirm the stance say on Jinti say game against Valencia now say referee at the red card Emma Vini Junior and then some Don Carlo Ancelotti at the to the former Atletico de Madrid striker Diego Costa Demete HMC 2025 yi Oba no asamba Juma ewo La Liga num the veteran striker are returning to Brazil in 2023 after say journey before Togo. Now after say obo in Europe since 2006. I mean from Tuga say on movie from Grêmio. Na wakom alkoya juma ewo La Liga num ya tisa Valladolid. And now we Monday the press conference Don Carlo Ancelotti either the Spanish Copa del Rey and some way and Don Carlo Ancelotti at the Tuga.
Usual excitement, of course, because it is an important tournament that has given us much happiness in recent years. And also, if there comes a time in the season that is not the most suitable, we will respect the opponent, the jersey, the competition. So we will try to do our best, aim to get through the round. It's not traveling or two players, they are Courtois and Rudiger, they are staying here. The other
Italy, AC Milan, Danny Oma Dianom, still Amudiache, AC Milan say, Enka Muntimin register na dia, ya ready, you bet Jessica Kratamamo, Nankwaba, Ababo loan until the end of the season. Mattia Zaccani, I say Lazio. I'm regretted on Derby della Capitale defeat to rivals Roma. On say Roma show a cap mianoa. I'm to be ante and also the chopper and fans no AC Milan. Tijani Renders and the Tuga say after 2025, Milan players no they will improve and results are fans no LP. Umbenya at the Deli Ali in himself Kaino. Demi teachers was started training with Serie A side Como and no a reporter Eka Yansa and on pay Oliver Kahn. I say we be a Bordeaux club no or to Bayern Munich did Herman and I did to just say I'm your favorite say Bundesliga no I'm about to Alexander Pavlovich and I say they are all country beer and say Bayern and James on the Champions League no Omunyabo I'm the pressure to Musua. Pressure no be affected the young players in the team and then some Pavlovich at the Tuga and I don't pay on this notes. You might just so now and call phone close on some no and I pay your dinner at me a sina for sure no at so with boss player and it's me now.
Yama to also and for amount 1052. Ya wish you happy new year. Yes, I call as I ababiem. Ya na yama said ye. Say one draw show nyina with legend and a pan and nyina no men so say den say match show nyama papa san say yes akwati abane anyana wuti hwi a so bom tuato one draw nyina no also nyama pa intiminami na chesa afia sun we no ya selection na enchebon se na epale intime ka wo say still baby asika no e5 bantampa from amanone no e OAP ebintimi me sign ho abey Heba clinic tana so apatapa new side Johnson me ba be kan ho asem e dia chew na afi ma chew se ba bia ye kwa your phone ye benya papa ti mi ato e be chede ma ye breska wodin e Franco Trading Enterprise weekendi obomo modena afi watimi akọ haide ba bia akọ chele kakra ya kai se ura wadoma Royal Hotel ho e na akọ enjoy na uwie ne sa wi na chese ura power Heba hospital power Heba hospital amanyema etimi akoso ye kama enti yemrai na fei menka wo se eye OAP edinu na mabode a chewe no OAP e bia wonte ne faraban a yes omo ana se die omaje bibrem Ghana nyina no etimi aboso ni nyina ne se de na wonim se wonua no se ne sika de fa so no dodo na aye disconjoy chese ni wo dodo na aye off untimi rely on them na mom emprempren de eye pa break akra bi no matter sika wo sande na ba ntimi nua no wo simi dan na amame wo to bibi na de amame be pa cho wo bomodin na hwe se OAP Ghana Nigeria Tanzania Uganda Kenya ho nyina no ye sande sika de fa ho no mo fa fo no se sia wo bomodin na afi wako App Store and as the Play Store yan charge you a zero hidden charges and ye de ema wo na bomodin na recommend you ma unua na wa broche no send $100 and answer €100 bomodin ade hwimu a kai say you are bomodin ye no you stand a chance of £150 and $150 ni nyina no ade a wo no ebekode ama obra or recommend ede ama obie na for using promo code Oyerepa na wo claim $10 and €10 wa ni nyina no ade a ekoso de obebusa wo abra wo duru App Store anase Play Store no your full name, email address, ebia email address no was me the grace egu na just new adbiase and medru no mere egu no bodi na cheho na fei wabusa valid ID card inti grace amencha bia obia ewo adubiase woni family ni nyina msa na pay ya tonen krasa mo hwe kama Oyerepa de no an nkofo hwe ye hwede bia ye mere de biara da sansan nyamapa nnede ema mo inti grace egu and Mary mu nyina no ye chawo mo ne family ni nyina ye babusa so valid ID card with date of birth we may address now full name ni nyina no ya request wo de mayenia tenie opesa wo fifi mu na obusa bibi na hu se eye janin OAP no nkofo yusu bronya bere mu omo heti o maka nso nyina no ehwa na de efa ye eye UK number no eye +44 033 772310 anase US line no eye +1 877 814152 Shenon so na kache onu ebesisi moto onye frɛ no kache nsa OAP ho ne send sika edifa hosan se from Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya ho nyina no omo send sika edi efa ho no mo sika ne de unu na send ama atumi aba abawie yade abowo a adan na wo kɔ antese na na se ipa atwo de nie abe herbal clinic abe free sim nya no abe free sim no nya ne na yade no wone nkofo bebre sa ni nyina na mom se sia ya me kasa die me mabone die hu maame yade ne die hu obesu ho ade be na nya hu bratie ni yeo etwe yare abonsamfo ne abayifu yade udu tana so patapa new side junction na ene ayaseda obi ade aseda koma be ade wo ya ma ebusun ye ne magu ase ya be watumatu ase ade a ene na ntwe nkokɔ na kyese ye da be ase enu nti ni nyina no ene se bomodin na fakɔ abe heba clinic na enyema enya kama na kyese bibia no enye jane nan eso na de tie no se bomodin na akɔde hu mu a ni nyina no eye se sickle se de mo beka no eno anu aduro ewota na so apatapa new side junction wo besi da bi o me de me kɔ abe no de me ho to me no eye stroke no dansa na ye me no friend nkade me bɛkɔ na abe abo ne mount from obesi da bi esi twere ti die hu nan na me de ama wo no we pa ho wo bi abomodem na kyese ne ntwie no na za de ndawuro no wa weda de no a wo gyina ho hwe aba na obawie no eno ye with ease nti kai sa ni na no pressure ne ye keto be just 3 days 4 days na fipa wa wie ulcer gono hepatitis typhoid menstrual problems will be the ma eba kokoko bi wa 3 months kwa no na ma sa ehu ebobo ato no mo enu ntia no pai tutumrika yade bonya wie cholesterol no atani pedua ne mu nyare fo no montom fata na so patapa new side junction na mon koda fidie no so na nhwe mo cholesterol no hwe se ayekama o infection bia so ma odwunso obrabo no kwa ne function no etisen Monday to Friday 7 to 5 p.m. 0243 abi 345 abi 392 abi 0506 460 208 na jese enyama ayekama kama phone die o ba kumase anase ni nituri ne nata so no be original etimi ato a menko gina ba bi na bra na de sese ne de akere in the end obekofie na se ukọ wani ngakra ma mie so ne de samena na de ama wo yempa bia tie wo fie hanti na meme ka Franco ho asem de akere wo mfaso a wo to ade wo Franco awunya no ene se ne bo no e wo fom esan eye papa obi ho na ne je Nokia phones ho nti wo abrosan so na mistakenly bra usi for my people to call da so gina so hello na je se wo ye call ni nyina ne se Nokia phones no original ye ton wo Franco aso ye Samsung iPhone smart TV no ye boyi ni wo ho no mo se dia se 86 nkwa no e 100 inches so into 32 to 100 inches boy na je se ebo ho anomo Franco air conditioner bi ne yatimu fifrenti de biara da ni nyanse bonyu ye wiene sa washing machine microwave blenders CCTV cameras and function monitor video anytime anywhere ye wiene sa no na je se enei nyama pa we nyina na kai se ye di bonya wie e 40% discount off ne de ama wo mpewe na apede kɔ nkrabata baako na ɛwɔ Ajaba Jewelry no kɔ baako no nso ɛwɔ Challenge Bishop no yɛwɔ Dum Old Mekon deɛ wɔ hɔ Kofo Clinic ɛna New Kajetia no nso deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ no mo 0245 Franco 316 Franco 969 Franco 0560 Franco 684 Franco 147 na kyɛ sɛ waduru na so yɛ Wadoma Royal Hotel makacho de sɛ masa wo futuo bi a adwoada ebrada ukuada yawada efia yawada na odi amame na asi du fiada me mpa futu sem bia bra ma bre wa ha me sori no nsia na me si ha mako fiade de ho makotra joint ba bi na masa live band me enjoy na manya duane papa bi adi enu nti wo to chimia na kyese Wadoma Royal Hotel ho ena obi akɔbɔ nanum na krewa pɛsɛ wonya fufuo papa bi konkonte yi wache bankutio zabi masa kaise when a limited period ena de ato no mo sɛ ɛyɛ only food nkoa we no obetimanya get one buy one get one free ntu ba ko pɛ ne de ba ko ade apiwo so tibia tilapia bia bonso de ba ko asa de ahwim ade amaw ɛno nti ɛyɛ limited period ena wo hɔ no mo bomodem sɛ weekend bia ne de one friends no moti ba bia ɛno nkyɛ sɛ weekend nkwa na hɔ de bia hɔ de nemum weekend ndi ye e ma na bro so nkofo bi firi ba bi ba bia kɔ manhia de o enwa sɛ bia kɔ kwa de dem euro na kyɛ sɛ waduru ɛno nti bomodin sɛ we no ɛyɛ Saturday and Sundays Saturday to Sunday na kyɛ sɛ we no ɛyɛ anopa 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Yes, started with 28 no. Why de abia kɔ manhia we ne ne Abraham Lincoln School no enyira wonyira de biara da opese ofre na afei yenya odabi mawo 0322 296 089 ana 0542 434 543 na Wadoma Royal Hotel ya sompa amanyama timi aye kama edini de eye Power Herbal Hospital de bia na me kana asɛm a na kyese me ka wo sɛ ebra na nkɔfo tie so hepatitis ho no na kyese wawie ABCD&E sciatic protrude gonosyphilis wo ba bi na afriche ulcer hernia kidney compo ete ene so ani so a ni nyina no ye mfa se kan enka eduro kroje ne de be ma wo na ho atima to wo ye kokoma se branch ho ena e ba kane feyi ase leg bosontwie jadbronie koso do ye nie akrade ne kwabenya pokuase ACP main road mo mota krade no monto nche no ewo estate one money primary school no ene ben e bia wo se de mentumi anko ho na mo me pese me ye me ho aduro se de be ya de anya me samanko samanko wo de no e ye hebatin herbal mixture and powder mema system no aye strong ya de found to found de biara da mema de odi ebom abaso pa ne jirikajiri herbal mixture ya de capsules de aba aduro ba ko no e adwuma pepepepepepe bema be di mensam ewo empem mo amokofo malames no muntie ne ye 2 or 3 de ne honam ya na se obomode na nya no tonic ne bia onum be ya de ne siwa watima di de no akamfo yire misi heba apedan fedman dan heba colonac angelos tabia di ya mary icon pharmacy 0244 544422 na just our free power specialist Heba Hospital na 0200 383821 akonto ne de ubetu atien ye de ye ka kire wa hanu natie me ka de bia se ubegyana ye na Oyerepa momomi o waje misika wode adwane me frɛ no mfa ye muyaw ni nyansi ye tuofunu wantie obi won ma wo hye ayi tokro bi mu no aka Joseph sika be no mfa ntu kwan unnim na so ye na branches wo be se enso anase nwotwe we ne dia dance se yes we credible ni nyina no ene se express group was here control no mo amopese mbo modern na afi mo ko Canada UK Australia Germany odo be ko ni nyina ne se oba no na apese odi nkan kwa obetro IET LT SAT TOEFL GRE GMAT ni nyina no otwo no twape ya sede ne se ye pe scholarship e dia ma no mo nso visit no Dubai Canada UK Australia Germany yedo ebeko Dubai Qatar South Korea de ko for ye adwuma ye ne na edum e ko ye branches no asafo labor run about de wo ho no mo ye so ene wotema community 18 la shabi go filling station Silver House eno ayesunyade no mo amo wotamale no Ayana Burden Udu Hospital ho a onkrabata no ba ko watakrade eye market circle woni Ernesto fast food no ena eben 055 555 0067 na chese Wadru Express Group na kontu no wodwa kojojojo tieniye grow fine so benyini kama fe ne yade bia mfa to fam dia pato grow fine ni nim we ne yene ye koko no na xylologist no de afrafra no de ye eno nti unya bi na no ma unyinim ye fe oba se menses no amaye se ne udware na ho kekawo nyema bebre nkofo no mu a danse omudie ne kan na mu a hia no na to grow fine sanse unyinimu ebe ye fe na fei menses no omato din se ne doctor eno no ebe flow kama na fei asisi so amanyama tumi akoyie momadem so be hwe kira kwan obabia koma se de amakom run about ye ne Bank of Africa no ene ben 0244 596532 grow fine was it makes you grow fine kai se Kangen o mabaha ntene me de number ne ma wo na fei wako honom 0241 449191 Kangen ensupa na ya dance nkofo die no edos no do me say bronya bremu boss nkofo de edem no ye nyema papa sanse edem SM bitters ne de e use mama man na fe nkomo na wo fom no ebeba soro na wujeje muntam libido na bi ni ho eno nto ye wodofo da wonchen ya behwe na hwe na zo menua ba nyo wi ba no masa libido na ni ho mamaden kope SM bitters etimenom na fe nyema enye kama we no edu heba yes clinic and the eba 0243 edem 989 edem 3 edic sorry yes edic yes edic SMS Peters aish edic more fire enkasa nti 0243 989 368 0201 044 221 no nya SM bitters ni bi etimi anom ne kwakwa no eye midimafo herbal hospital na som ne ana ye mede ono nko de wo se won ma ya de no emedi bosome wo hono wo de 3 days and de ato so bi 4 days se sie wo de bre ato ya de no so ni nyanse ya de bia ha wo no won kan so nwobo nko ade a eye kuma se atwema agogo ho na be hunu akra de no eye poku ase mayira hwehwe no Dr. Time da so e wo 0244 774282 0500727215 boss player yes
thank you Tino okay babo yanko
yakwaba yakwaba ntino ye beginem anti eno anu nti tama league matches no so ko so na no has so ekugire mu kakra fine na wo kasa watara freo
be din komo pa extensively
na wa musa no on Nurudin
honestly it was before a game I said obi from free shapa and I said oba you know when said ankasada and we were friends those days so on the channel and oye no so na hey coach me so am need number na say hey coach no say watara here na say hey no say nti yanko into his work. Okay. All I demanded for was an interview.
Okay.
A one-on-one live near phone. And no so no sana be Kumasi and Accra. And I'm so saying you know Kumasi.
You Kumasi.
Nti e basana
ono veduma
I was here give permission to get him here.
Naka yamanaba.
The kind of club no be man kwan.
Naka aba.
Nanke de na ba na ne
ana se bia
2 hours no a cheche din nsem nyina mu ensem kakre ha no ebi ne say he listens to this program ebi ne say yeah watara
ba ko hu be otie
ebi ne say ngofo se no nkochi
wati
ba se ba ojitum se we technical director de
ozam ka se me man kasa mo me man kasa mo me de na me tie e no ka ensam o tisen grof worker
komo we de na kabinya na kabijira ho
on coaching when he wants to give small boys a chance a lot of people don't understand so that those who think that Heart is a big club and that there should be big boys and he was giving examples so far and nobody my team Real Madrid Mokrano very few years be seen they also try to use young players norm the experience and so on also experience kakra but they don't feel say obi o 17 18 years omo yes players but today football is more of athleticism and then he was unse Watara knows how to. I said they're not all responding to him. But he was responding to what general media no. I can't find him. So when you and coach Wadaruma, and also now say Brunya Bre. To be crying baby, I'm more credit. See coach.
Hey, the kind of thing and say,
yeah, good Debbie. Yeah, Muku Debbie na yeah the.
And I say yes, you be to say treatment the ako.
Usually, Anna, the cost of that one.
And they say no ban. You be fly no.
So be fly.
Oh, senior, it shouldn't be beyond us.
Oh, you're talking to the legend.
No, just say why should this be beyond? Say Obi. It's not replay my friend Krabe Kumasi.
Debbie will say,
Ebro Paso. Well, we say I'm not doing
it. Say, me koya. Naka omuye training no. Yeah, set up.
Oh, that's another one. So, we call filming.
So, yeah, set up no. Naka po be mine. No, we are not going to training. Naka yeah, bibia the background ne all the.
As you are taking the whole team there.
But can you buy the time? Okay. You wait me a sponsorship.
You are talking about the entire sports crew.
And
legend Daniel sports heroes. You know.
Debbie.
Sports heroes fan.
Sports heroes or no sports heroes. So we are talking to players.
Sports heroes.
Focus
on a bit more.
Obi ana obobo coach.
What are them things obobo baby?
Obobo. And I Nkomo mu say, you know, Togwe has also once or twice listened to this show before.
Wow.
Twice no.
Say it's like the work we are doing here, no. There are some of the stories near there. Togwe to me guys, these people where did Obobo di kakra ba me mo bi adi wa ba ko ni me no say as we dey go be free but ebisu ya no kre more na ye so enesi awa we ni match or relax ya obetimi kakra
ni fie wa achimota melcom na chi wono mo
na security u dey something like police for beti o
ozo kranka Oyerepa
o ya ne ma o consider security kura o
security is the same. Me see mako ni fie.
Now go chiro bi fie o public TV. Say ha no te ni fie o Achimota police station.
Dangerous.
I say o tell me.
When am I sending that
more na ha no.
Oh, David.
So when I say on show police because of saying.
The
one am
who do you say yakwaba?
I mean I tell you I say is this program an advertising cycle?
I didn't say anything. You tell me you advert.
I'll say advert na.
But you need to check.
Nyame wadom na unya TV na radio na nya advert da nyame aswati. Na ho den zati to abaya no. Ebinum kasa na ade ate won
tebe. Yes aka yetimi.
Nyame adom nti thank God for us. Why na.
Alizo be na akoto na de.
Na no ye ko bayi. And they on the seas, we won't go for any minimum. The demeanor, the poche. What you say? I want for
but then December.
Yeah, I know my kwaba. When they cease.
So do a review. 31st. Almost January 40 days.
You got a bro. But you saw your headline. They say United are in their 6th and 7th. Sometimes that's when you're confused. Baby, you're not in the moon, flying.
And you say 6th and 7th, and now I say moon.
If you are confused, how are they going to replicate?
Oh, okay, I understand.
Are they especially against Arsenal on Sunday?
Premier League.
There be a cup maybe.
Cup maybe.
Arsenal bought China Newcastle.
That
is in the Carabao. Then the FA Cup.
FA Cup
against Manchester United.
And Carabao no be movie.
The Carabao is semi-final. Say you be an beboni.
Now, Manchester
a captain Neka said they want to play in the finals again. Bruno Fernandes. No we match na Yebusano Liverpool as someone say WWE.
And they no.
Yeah, final any Arsenal Sunday no. You better have final any beam. Because Omni Newcastle, the most informed team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I know you're China. And Arteta should choose one. You catch it. Now, you know the Aki, but choose Kwesiada. Because the FA Cup is always bigger.
Of course.
Nanka the radio or more Fanco.
To credit class,
I say money no ebe ene ni nyina akọ. Also no boy is on your cap. Tibomoni choose back. Ultimate the league no second or third be na je cap back when I do a quarter final of Champions League. We will rate that as a success for the season. Zakana.
Oh, sanity.
Young go.
Yeah, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. And I think this.
But they use indicators now. See here. Yeah.
So, one thing is very clear. Sir, me after watching the game carefully yesterday, I'm have to share the city. Let me compare Arsenal game now. Me want say the wing backs in quotes against low blocks teams, you know. And I've seen why the United struggle again, like in those games, you know. Washa, me the images in my KK when you massacre circle. You see, against the low block team, you need the wingers they should be able to take on like the fullbacks on the end, you know. But Masrao and Dalo are not that type of wing backs. I don't think I'll call. Time on all sport no about Kwenda ne Marcos Rojo as the two wing backs. Into look at this image. They had a dot no. That's at that honorable on the drew. Look at where United wing backs in the world. But in this system, Banasa Komatra, they should be running going. But they are still playing as if say they think that they are still
defenders.
Fullbacks. So I understand why against low block teams, you know. You see, say because low block teams, you know, on baby. So your wing back should be working more, but they will not go. But also against big teams, you know, they will also not playing. They are big guys. Liverpool will play, Arsenal will play, City will play. And you have spaces to also do whatever you want. But against low block teams, you know, where you need your wing backs to be able to take on players and punish them, you know, you will struggle. I'm not surprised United are in the market looking for that position, so make me reinforce to get the best out of Aina. I said, let me share last season, as I said, 34 shots Liverpool against United. United were only 6 in the whole 90 minutes. This is not a big game statistics that if you're a supporter or win the budget. But the stars yesterday are. At least the game was very competitive. For the first time, maybe who be a Japan, say United need Liverpool ball. Name why they say. Now we are dead one team pay because on the horse and a better amount Liverpool for. But we are United supporter, not your neutral and so. The United Liverpool game were interesting these days. We corner 4-0, 5-0, 7-0. No much United ball more left, right, center. But at least yesterday it was very competitive from start to end. At a point in time. If you are neutral,
but that's not fair. Last season, Ten Hag ball draw.
But I don't know. It was a lot of question marks.
Oh, but the ball draw.
So, Liverpool.
When we were leaving the stadium, it was 0-0.
0-0. 8 shots on target for Liverpool, 1 shot on target for United. That's 0-0 no. 34 shots in general for Liverpool, 6 for Manchester United. Over corners, 12 for Liverpool, 0 for Manchester United. But United ball corners 9 as against Liverpool 6. At least it tells you, Sandra, even though last season the Hag ball door on, but the performance in general,
okay,
it wasn't something that was exciting. And you know, I know it was a good thing. I think say, mama penalty, mama picture now, madam, I want to England one day, engine to me say referees on one day. To ball. The same like Oliver, KK fast, mama. He last this penalty, they also know. The reason that also one journey because also close proximity, right?
So it was so close. And so if you hit, the chance of even removing the hand.
Yes, into one journey also know. But the same referee awarded the one they offer no. He didn't consider proximity. Oh, your proximity put and cast for the distance. No, I was saying can Liverpool no. Share maybe I not delete any the image now. Distance no. So one, you say you didn't award it because of close proximity, but you awarded another one without considering close proximity. I think in all, young boy tweeting about for saying a very good game. Now, young queen, this is worrying statistics for Arsenal that you should be worried about. Very worrying. KK fast, young co. Arsenal this season have accumulated 9 yellow cards on time wasting on your screen is the highest in the Premier League. Unim say kwaya Ateta build the Arsenal team no. Ane kwaya na ye nyina fi say Arsenal enam so no. Na Arsenal drew a level where the Liverpool ending they no be say this is what Arsenal should be doing, taking the league by the storm, because our project not arrange that you know. But all of a sudden Ateta brought in dark arts style of play, build one just yeah style be just say all of a sudden we are Arsenal go fast in free by, and on your screen 9 yellow cards for time wasting. How big level like Arsenal na obobola or say me waste time. No, big clubs don't do enthusiasm in one. The one say Chelsea for us almost team no challenge big side because of they are doing rebuilding. But and Kasua there and Kasua Bournemouth Bimo Everton
Chelsea here there.
So they also doing rebuilding.
And United here there.
They Jugura. Yes, Jugura there so.
And Newcastle so here there.
Oh so last season I'm for. And
on say football no. It's evolved so. At any point in time, I said the whole war, no, there should be a strategy to win battles.
Yes. Okay.
This Arsenal team, so pretty man go for bully or mopa a Arsenal. Samala that's no got 2 team needing. Yeah. You do be no fast now therefore. So Arsenal sat down. Yeah. And also devised set traps on the field. Yes, our traps we know. And they be a corner. Na momo card. For instance, if you kick the corner, I was oh yeah, now why analysis news Zach? Why are now one year one side?
Meet you.
For instance, if you just corner 2 na me kind 1, 2, 3, 4, na me kick in and vary ma. Na me kind 5, na me kick in the go beba. I waste to the 5th point. And son of my bomb corner no. And na referees no feel some very dark arts. Time Arsenal ball kick is not the usual time everybody kicks. Yeah. Obe delay kakra no wa kick. If that will give them yellow cards. Now yellow cards be me ada baby e dey ya. You be pense in your card. Near that 13 and 14.
Leg so dey ni je no na ehia.
Enya ni je ni hia.
Edu
stage bi aboa.
Edu stage bi a.
Leg no ni je ni hia ke bi aja abo dada. Ebi no mo bo no so omo nye. As on the ball, and they will bring your boy. Legano because nays other 14 30 I won't mean it. Legano send Jenny here, dear Kofi Legano, no more, you remember your moji. And in him, the normal 14 years ago, and he, okay, any more dear can ye. Any more and fear do no much. No minimum dear. Still, any more minimum dinner. Still a minimum jet. And you put another 8, 14, 13. Just any general fee. Yeah, better than ideas as still I also call for obedient by force. I think say Arsenal should work on that. Now because the way Ateta sorry. Arsenal drop points from, and I say that acts of Arsenal's style of football no is something that Arsenal should work on now. No more improve going forward. Maybe be and so and so too. Let's enjoy it. I think the weekend was a very exciting one. Based on how the league matches go. Mr. Midian on your screen. Liverpool for Mr. Omunyo Mufio and Rapa Linkofa PSK Koshabo no who you see in Sue. In so and to just snow in a captain. Snow get you on a holy kiss. Hey! No, who's the one say wasted your moments? I'm not working be leak. I was with anyone when I'm in chair. Almost a park and chair. So, where Amfodo? Wow, this Amfodo is your own chair. Not in so, and so on to just smoke. I will not tell my full of each other. Oh, when you say, ya, Omunia inform one for. Ah, instead of my seeing, but I'm so not to any abnormal. That be a normal snow, so on to. No, but it's a. The now know about for better I know the it is a so not snow is here. Where the Ibiagake. Na when you say I think them to Amford should look at it once again because yeah. Also when they about for buy also when Wamaka.
they say also the kind
of that's it. So what the
kind of
matches. Talk Sports in the last 18 minutes. I reported said United are offer a shock transfer swap deal for Zexi to Juventus for a year Vlahovic, and that's the news that is coming in. There's a United
Zexi Bear.
Zexi, yeah.
Your banana,
yeah.
Ah, no, what solve okay, so by
Bologna, by
Gobi, so I should go.
Yeah,
first game was the first goal.
He has scored 2.
He scored 3.
He scored against Spurs.
I say, wait for me, Everton for me, it was 3 goals in the Premier League.
Oh, okay.
I know I solve a problem.
So to that is the news exclusively Talk Sports. They are bomb. Say they are reps in
but Kasama Juventus for.
So to Vlahovic, I can 18 months too, and so one year Ebiana so Ebia de Kakrabe
June go for this car got time.
Ebiana United.
The story is that Juve Mumna offer Dusan. Yeah, as part
United.
Of this guy coach, you know,
only coach, no,
he's a fan of Zexi. Oh, I've known what I'm talking about. He's a fan of Zexi, or the Zexi resource in the Serie A, and he United. So
I'm sorry. When you go over there, or 9.5 and
no way to chance or need skill, Papa be or the number 10.
Oh, so on the traditional number 10 for
Juventus radio or Juventus team 9 in the anyway one able. So mom go 5 Zexi be am out.
So that's also violence.
Yeah,
I think the transfer who complain was something that was
Vlahovic.
Yeah, Vlahovic. Some said there's also news Arsenal come.
Vlahovic.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal show interest at Chebas. Abrante and I. Abrante and I. Now Vlahovic in there. Oh,
yeah. And we to stars in the transfer baby band, right? Just
we are interest.
Say Kudus City are ready to activate in a buyout clause.
Kudus for City.
Yeah, Kudus for City, and also about the boom says here.
Kudus grass, and relax.
Arsenal so news now. Currently looks like the Ghanaian player from now till summer. No, me too. Maybe a historic Akrabe ban hobe either Kudus and yes, probably only Kudus for now. And maybe a party 6 months and you better check it. Then the way forward for party after sending 6 months. No, say
I think
also to Tariq Lamptey so 6 months.
No, quite.
Say make Ghana.
Will be pen
for now they be behind but make
na party the Ghana's one count. You to I don't know.
He's still a Ghanaian, so the Ghanaian interest, no. About crying, trying to know the way forward for a Abrante. Interestingly, Liverpool still getting the job done. During the break, you signs of Chelsea set or mobile from kakra. You signs of Manchester City trying to pick up. Arsenal a bit stagnant kakra as a movement share down the way as a man for any special or more expected. So yeah, and yet total dominance this particular year Christmas break from all the major teams, you know. Total dominance then share down show up because Chelsea almost 3 matches to Komoto from this was a club. People were impressed with how Anna Enzo Maresca all of a sudden were uplifting the Chelsea project. But to clearly, I say they lack maturity, they lack experience, and they lack character. And I think it's going to take Chelsea some time for them to establish these major things. Imagine the Chelsea of Drogba, Chelsea of Lampard, Chelsea of John Terry, Essien more Ivanovic, more Ashley Cole, mono. Chelsea Liverpool. Me assure Senka, everybody will have a belief in them that they are going to give Liverpool a run for their money. But the difference between Liverpool and the current Chelsea team is what we call experience and maturity. The Liverpool team will players are when the going gets tough, they can stand up and deliver. Contrary to that of Chelsea. Intimate by Abraham said Baba Bosse, Jadon Sancho interview all say Chelsea and clinical no a mark of a club that is not matured enough for big moments. And Mr. Otuo-Acheampong, and maybe at one time we are going to look at the ins and outs of these major clubs during the summer. And that is the problem with Chelsea at the moment. And clearly, Manchester City, based on experience, our teams won, and on common and on my picking on that Liverpool here, you have the confidence. To anyone who said one Liverpool fan, Ultra said, I think the Anfield Arena also, Momo handle that particular account. Ultra said, City are far from them. But clubs ne do machine and do so nipa Manchester City because Oma ye be pain. City have been there before. Omo timi come from March till May. But to no maybe 15 matches on the bono. No more you need 14 no more but draw one. They have that energy to finish well when it comes to the league. But that cannot be said about Chelsea. I think say Enzo Maresca Chelsea for no more bonus. To Chelsea project now so pejemu brain in and entias so. We did not expect him to deliver this kind of performance. So definitely, Obe hitting the rock kakra. And when these things happen, I expect the Chelsea fans to understand. Arsenal ni Arteta. Milto, I think Arteta need a trophy. And yes, I think he need a trophy this season. No matter how small that trophy will be. Arsenal be here say, Omo be ye season way with a trophy. Omo ko trophyless. Omo here that trophy winning spirit with team. Upo team na Arteta asesa no. Upo Arteta yi Arsenal free baby a. Na be start season crash top 4 nkomo cry dem Arsenal fans. To now a stage where betimi the Arsenal can teams betimi age trophy no. But we have to admit, to last season, ye kwadi Christmas, na Liverpool na on top of the league. Ye real January. Na Liverpool drew stage after some Carabao Cup no. They were talking about 4 trophies on betimi age. So in as much as club, names on the building Liverpool foundation, if you still players and like I was saying earlier on, they are not players near fan say be your master to the extent say you still give credit to Slot there, but not Liverpool the materials to be a contender when it comes to the Premier League. Into anyone a coach in it was into Arsenal. The unfortunate incident is that Omni City called toe to toe. Into Casablanca and City aba from no. And Arsenal so any opportunity to rise no. And a Liverpool and your manager when you the simple things right with the club. Where keep put the shape intact and Otuo a Liverpool a jano so ediamo. It is a league moment to me and there which can be difficult based on Seni and Yomeko. Anything can happen but it can be difficult, especially injuries near there. APM or Arsenal matches no. They should end the season with a trophy. Whether the Carabao Cup, whether the FA Cup, it is necessary for Team FN Arsenal. Then they can use that to revive themselves moving on to next season. Now to Manchester City project. It started with an FA Cup. The first major trophy at CTJ in 50 years was an FA Cup. Almost say United semis. And Uncle Stoke City, Yaya Toure, final and Omoje. The following season, City won the Premier League. And Omni United, 88 points, Omni goal difference. A BT Manchester United. So Roberto Mancini had the FA Cup, and that seems to City the third until he qualified for the Champions League and won the FA Cup, which was almost in 50 years. And based on that spirit, Omni bounce back, Ebeje the Premier League. So that is possible. Ebetimi ato omo. Yeah. Moto even Liverpool club ever breaking Liverpool Premier League omo drought no. And the first trophy of day he won the Champions League. Oremu other cups. Oba first obeko Carabao no elusu. No akọ Champions League no elusu. No asabe back to the Champions League no about Beshe Spurs. And next obeji the Premier League. So these things happen. Sometimes league na dawa kuma so power person oje no obetimi abran sa no haje ba be fe chire akwaje trophy bi now building the spirit of the team ama team need the confidence whether you like it or not. The FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, ebetimi take away pressure from the Arsenal team for them to also make a case for themselves to almost GBB, and that will be solid for them. So to Spain, Atletico Madrid Real Madrid and Barcelona is going to be an interesting conversation. Diego Simeone taking over Atletico Madrid. We move on from a club. You to na baby omo ya ade pie. The last 10 to a club that omo consistent in the top 4. That is the story of Diego Simeone and Atletico Madrid. And Mr. Otuo, during the break, omo Barcelona and omo say Barcelona omo to aso. Barca fans should understand say club el kakuto player. Now want me register. Now want me nyewe. Ne Barca ain't me come market no sign it top stars. But akwa say La Masia boys no more promote no. It will definitely have a problem on the team. So Hansi Flick, to some extent, he started one. He said, "Any against Janube Conan Corsa." But all in all, they should all have time and patience for the Barcelona project.
Okay, so we are back. For those of our friends are now more my calls. Finally, we are in. Now we needed to take a bit of a back seat. Never near Makakra. Anambwa. Now about with a renewed strength. So we are here. Mamichia and Yanom outside, especially Dia Cantona. And now Semencha was young for you now. But your monka. Anyhow. Yeah, so it seems like Master Santiko Toko. At least Medema was able to put a stop to them. 4-game winning streak, you know. Stop on man by 1-1. But then you clearly see the appointment of Coach Malik Ebeka, Coach Ogumuhono. At least, if for nothing, we've seen a team lifted from one stage to another. So, watching them against Babiani Gold Stars, I think it will go down as the best game of the season for me. Game I'm sure Babiani Gold Stars no. Yes, I will agree. The record to Babiani Gold Stars no affected them in some way, but it was a record though. It was a record. There was no qualms about that. The referee got the call right. But then I was looking at before the record. Kotoko had taken that lead. Gold Stars a picky game no. Then the record came. Then the San neutralized Kotoko take over BBR. But I'm looking at one figure, one player in Kwame Puku. The influence. I think they coming to Asante Kotoko now say, "Oh, Sanro joining Asante Kotoko no." The supporters will receive with ecstasy because now they thought to say he has an unfinished business over Asante Kotoko. Tom Obaye, I think some 6 goals in some few matches. How they echo Algeria, they thought so and over to us. In that game, clearly, you see a bit of rustiness in him because match game, nothing in a match situation say nache kakra. But so now he's a mature player. I saw a mature player in him. I saw a player who will help Asante Kotoko. Or no any amwano say if any might get it on well, Kotoko now has a player. Coach Ogum against Mediama no what kind of problems are Ghanaian teams no. Baby, what has to do with the finishing no. How clinical they are supposed to be, but to me and you know. It yes, we was talking about Obenya a team bia. Obebo match create a lot of chances, but yet you know lose because that cutting edge, you know, is not there. But Mr. Otuo already Kwame Poku now, it seems like he's bringing that. Still now, too early to say that, but then the eye for goal. Me have an opportunity to some make us no at the Obayera Sports go shake 8 Gold Stars. And yet goers, strikers of Ghanaian League Itachi. You pick your spot in a certain position. I will be called for big boot. Mr. Otuo try home. The goalkeeper not dive into the elastic limit. Want to be and thank about no share. Now in 2 games, 2 goals. At Mediema at the 44th minute, no someone no swim Asante Kotoko. So if Obetimi am such performances for Asante Kotoko, it says Coach Ogumunsema or Kano, maybe he will be an answer for Asante Kotoko Obetimi this idea na. So it's good. I think that those who watched him, I don't mean I had the opportunity to do some summary for some few radio stations and not focus was on Kwampuku. The total team play and bad. And how to opposition and especially now I was watching him because now all the players for the first time no. And then I saw
a lot of misunderstanding kakra. So Kotoko team no take it off no more kwa. How or no to me dragging home from the entire players now omo no position waiting for a pass now was slotted in. Yet Uboza na ebia player no player na no side ball na konachi. You could see a sort of frustration in him. But I was telling them say me just surprised because the first game no more. So going for a twice like that, so to with that clinical and Kotoko up front no, we have very good players when it comes to goal scoring, they will be there to help the team. So I think it's a good addition. And I'm happy they finalized Blay so you know. Blay now it was we were talking about that. Ebinumkwa was suggesting say or offer to go out. We were discussing all this in now 1.5 years, and I think say and also Eddie Asumdue Eba. So man an up in cry can the coach Ogumokan. Now it is a Blay extension, you know, at the calmness about Sandy to come, and that's a good one. So to league, I think I got one game to end of the first one. But what it's so tight, it's so that they will lead, you know, the other 3 points. So what I mean in that you cannot disappoint other former as other first Untimi and disappointed. Untimi lose 2 matches. Because both Asante Kotoko and House of Folk, so they still have their eye clearly on the league on the cap. On say they can make it, especially going to the second half. Now, aside I come poku the no Kotoko, what they are doing. Mami House of Folk. One story many are doing and to do reconcile with coach Watara. It was a problem. And I walk akra. Uka started with Amadu. The girlfriend called that camp here. And once I put a ebaya, team manager camp. Also, I get to Musa and girlfriend. Or Bellu come here. I think the player now one thing one say our situation be personally, many opportunity to speak to him. And I told him say, yes, though yeah, no. Mr. Otuo, even though we are writing, but a floutu team numra. A writing a floutu team numra. Who's it personally?
We better writing floutu.
They write good.
At the wrong time.
Yes, at the wrong time too.
No.
Mama, Mr. Otuo.
There can be any.
Mama, Chema, Michelle, be a better here. Oga for no bedroom crime. 12 midnight thereabout. Unya baby enna. Normally, Oba will see not Odo Kiyaman Nanko Akoda. But that time for fear of being attacked in Tino. Team no, I take a decision and say, my father by that camp. The player came and on Onokodana down for back room. And on my little bed to avoid being a trade announcement. Because Obana de channel pan as Obaneko. Mistake I want when seeking permission from the team manager. Edna make us say to no personally in the ABA to save the situation. Naturally, yeah man, breaking news to be ano. It was good in our year. But the team no
time anyway, na sama okay.
Oh, team no e wo mra o ma hye.
They come do no be aduane kura na abona so mdidia. Why right here?
Ooh, I want to do it. Now we are.
You go to do asunji na aduane.
So the ooh. Hey, ooh,
wrong is wrong.
That's what we can say. Wrong.
Wrong is wrong. Any Abbas, someone now say an example. So bad. Kanena, yes, Saturday a year na a whole newsroom. No me go interview as you for. Ukwasi mo be catch one we kura be born about o boss adwuma. Ne ma mu ye no so ne kwatina ma mi bi nchen na ma me ntete ne sa fe du ba bi kura na ene obeka sorry na beka ene wa bre wa ade. Me say obi a wa ku nipa di na court obi ti ma chirem. Enti mra de ofuma wa fum ne right hand dey wa nya de ni kwa so do get ba
wa tumra
sa na dwono obi be ku no ana na anko ba bi ankoda
eh say don't cause na say
David o free camper menya so is as grievous as bringing oba ono no eni kwan say oba ba bi e wo na na ba oba no me girlfriend na ejimijima dia to my body. Bad never been over and be a camera who's again in a nipa baby coach on a BBC and Rantam and Kadiason.
Because breaking news.
Bibi Koyeno.
And no German everybody must come.
And a mom on TV.
The good thing is that the player has seen a mistake in way. Initially, No, he wanted to justify. I think that's why Coach Ouattara came in, because initially it was between him and the team manager, and people were attacking the team manager and say, after all, the player now, right. But then, who the right thing also walk to the coach now, so to apologize, and I learned say 2 of his colleagues supported in Asari and the captain, assistant captain, or CB, and our company now that's it. I will tell you my back. He's here to start the training because Ampadu about 2 seasons ago, I said I'm relegating. At the point I'm of free camp. He has to come back and a whole lot of back and forth, and that's now camp has been restored, and I want to believe say Oba Ebeka Adramani who at number 2. The number 2 has in the back Kremo of a boy, against Kotokono. Or not that confident or a young guy. But what is it? The man who coin buy. And the man who change me. Emmanuel. Or changing or the man if you know your best, I think with Ampadino, they'll have a good day. Time,
Obi Bakura, Otimi, Ehema, and Pedune, Ouattara reconcile, and Yemoni Paconabaso. Because as at last week, so look at the maintenance in Inca, we almost even went to bed with the story. That has of folk were terminating the contract, That was maybe another house Kujina. And meaning Sebia, Obehu and Nafi would decide to say, Ebia, after the Swako coach Honoma, but in Paco 24 Mama Buanoma, or Timayasa Pachapono. I'm say a bomb of because a class with an experience,
I need Di Maria.
There be Di Maria. I'm Pedunanka.
Need Di Maria. Di Maria.
Say, Tama say, what follow has Team Nukakra? In as much as coach ni did say as I my young ones no pine. What you say has he experience kakra with him. So we woman born to say money last match on boy Friday no. Clearly it's a game Lagos City lose here because now I'm like experience them say your champions of team look and change na omo akasa so Tama when me say Lagos City secretary akra enko
Because that story is mummy nyai.
Say on say enti but has here say players ni bia omo nsem o din kakra e ba be ka omo ha be bo wo mama e bia omo timi ayire omo ho no omo timi fight dia ka omo nim if especially say has
so go ji omo
ya champion is ya wakofa
ya champion o
say pa ko si dia na no bi be ka kire so on dia o ja betene kumase
na ya champion wa duana
Pamono. Na support.
So kodokoshe
mu wie no pamono.
Supporters na
Okay. Babo here.
Enti yes omo yes apachapon. I think has still ano. So mu look around na no ma defense defender yi Kwadu Adom ebe bo kakra uhun se oba na stability kakra aba ho no mo se one asibeni bo a em se ebe bo kakra wo ho no mo emfimfiri ho no mo no meti wakaso ade na kan ye me de ka fire na ka na o mo link wakaso to House of Folk
Tulodin
Ghanaian clubs
so because House of emfimfiri also so omu hia
o mo try enye o mu nyai
Italian players ni bia Nigeria.
Ayana. You see, Yana ye collect you be ade one. Over player no.
1 year or more.
One condition. To how committed. Obi after 3 weeks. Na fe player agitation. Ba no be chiro munyansa. Ha muti no baby amuko da wi amu de ye mamu.
Ti bo aduanu we na aduanu we di mamu di no.
Na ze dia ba nyina ze nse da mfa papa o. Adima medu ba kakra eti na ya asem. Ana yi Muntari na ye no.
Onye we no.
Na Muntari ya no.
Na obobo na so obe advert.
Yankwa ba. Ana ai ba kun de say. Olympics no ba ha say 50,000 awako. Ni omu nyina o say baby o mahu ball na ko duru no. O de on ba ha condition ya na edin o. Enti eno na ye the problem ba.
Omuni system ma football no konachi.
Debi u kwadwin football no mu a. U kwadwin football no bia na wo team no nye cut for that. Unso mo mutimi bo clubs na man be control because ni coach na coach bom but what the bet team also kakra don be dey in milk wo
be ko 3 days
nisam oba do ada on Friday ni ebobo match how mo bro e don bet my boss smaller clubs
Muntari are not sort has for players no
big club
no you know as
a to Muntari boy
oh yeah matches are
all cars we tell you motorists I'm not going to work
boss we see you interior now but some say now na coach chira o
and the coach be bro mo mpel
almost we be ko bi o mu hero
otuko ko be hero aman ho onye hero ma club no
oye man ho
na Ronaldo be ja all the European class akotna Saudi Arabia
Muntari ante no Muntari was okay
boy
kokoro bi oton na what no
enya for a team me if I'm a coach I will not encourage that
so no buy no
man a certain status within the organization enya ho no we player na to kokoma
board assistant no
ebe do ka ti koza ko no anu mu bi me to kokokura no odi no do
na boss ye ko tournament team a ye tinsa Samuel Jan bi Ghana kra yi bi otua bi
emwa enye na maka se enye
independence ratio no
ye go see the
independence ratio no
who create a monster
no independence ratio
obo sa afa etire nemwa
me no ya
oni akra bi na every position o ye panyi da ona bebo
obebo titama o tama me wie me pa cho Berma Boda Otuo-Acheampong Sometymer legend in this industry di wachi meyi mu nyina no de ba kwa mesua
be kan fa so de be na
uma men
go for time
ya ba kwa mesua ne say e ba se ye use a product system e de generate revenue dia onfani agro football one of the revenue avenue and as avenue generate revenue pa no e television ene ye bobo krum ha television no a ebetima matims ni sika pa no television no ditims ni nya more
na teams ni awe
they know
omu ya
enti Kotoko next match against Visin FC omu so omu nya scan TV bia
wana kan
Kotoko force mo bia fa camera nsi ho
omaka
omu so mo bia fa camera nsi ho sa match no ye nyi omu se sa match no ye nyi mo bia fa camera nsi ho because o ye nyi because TV na mo sika bia mate se Kotoko for ni katama
sama okay obi ankan
me de mate o tie ba mate se Kotoko for ni say Vision FC omu ni Vision FC match na mo na weekend no wa mu TV bia mo sika no ba yi o mo match
wana kan ye
Kotoko for na e ka
Kotoko for ben
o de tama o beti se wa
o de asem to na bengazo
tama na onu kwa na e Kotoko
anyo na e man Zach ye
no and look home say in 2025 yeah my clubs no amba ye nyama bi okromasi me nso mo so okromasi sa suban no who me say Park Musa Parker was the one who went for the meeting about this Alpha TV or Mucha
na Parker
he went for the media ma listen in 2025 ye my club ya embe say ya daje okroma say you go and sit down in a meeting and you catch them say me be break story what say start times told them say scanner ye nyesika okroma say adeni ye boka enti esremo instead of 30,000 nanka edema each club no na ke mo bia 15,000 ami omotwa clubs yi sika so mo ntiase start time so I say instead of 30,000 we are giving you 15,000 also mo ntiase but they want afa and glow and one na afei imna te kire wa o ba say better say e ka bi ma listen the product is not for mediama pair free na quarter of you. The law says whether there is money or there is no money, whether there is money or there is no money, Jeff and Kase, Seoba TV, Mama, access, go and telecast this game out. Team only right to stop Seoba TV. That is law. GFM at the end of the day, it's okay. And then Seoba TV go kotoko television mo bia nkotwa but obe TV nkotwa live no man the accreditation nkotwa kotoko cannot stop yes kotoko cannot stop it eti you better say aka kire mo say what you class are doing wrong. I'm saying ba fa ni ref assemblance. You be can no say sa de na mo ye no. Okay captain. You be can mo say de mo ye no. And you super papa. Say ye twa match aye mo musika. You should rise up obi amfi your chroma say. Then ba for this class come back and complain they want us to entertain them here. No. We won't do that here. Ye say no chroma say bi o.
2025 then ya.
Da bi ya na bre. Aye catch mo say sa de na e fa no mo ye no. Enye you should let them account for that and them no no am we din o lo kotoko a o be say o ye onwa o ye ntino o say me yi match me nti ase da bi ye nti ase mo sa de no ko so
o bibi afa ko kan na
what are ko mo say even though me I don't like our style of play bono nyame fe but o be na ba so onim de nti a in the last 5 seasons at this stage of the league when you points in coach bia wa house folk as at 16 matches Watara was 28 points 28 points no last season as at this stage no more 18 points 22-23 as at this stage no more 25 points 21-22 no more 16 points and the as winning season no more no as 24 points at this stage the highest omunya as after first round na ye msoto na 28 points in 2022 2023 as see Watara e wono onyam 17 impo eti as at this stage you give Watara the credit say in terms of points why are there
ya na eji wa be chechre league no ne omo mura stadium ne yampene onje mu no yam de pa
mate me da sepa
Otuo and many age the position of the FA no because KF na react anka de bebo ban nkenye concerning media my issue no yes many age say like come react this fast concerning the issue because come asem ne da ho enanka Mr. to omanye media ma hwe a keno ano no
nezo omunya omo is bad for media ma for be my response
but no say at least the charge alone no and of a means
na do tete kotoko di nbi
oh me to na nkanya kotoko nko an
la wo tete bi o
me tete bi pa
not from the omunyina plan dia the charge shouldn't deter anybody
thank you
say omunyina form body
omunyina mo na so mo fighting it doesn't matter the time
team free IMC o
me fighting
me free kotoko support
na say ayi die media ma die nye media management na ye
oh say ni so to mutimi ka so mo ni mo hwe
na say no say bisi kotoko abituma ka so mo ni mo we
bisi kotoko e be shampanifo nyina je be shampanifo
ba me just nyam panifo na small
je be show bia me otu there were media men and no mo call takwa they were prevented from even recording the game it was a decision I
think Bianco say Obed and his people were enjoying and benefiting from the TV coverage bloggers I didn't they enjoy
and this one no actually also no abeti the breakdown about say ebia we say unya say we say
unya matches no bloggers no use
na so some of them far then it is scan
one man
and on one far improve
and all far they say they akaka be
but she ka prenim na say your friday be subscribers
onko for omudi wachi
you be based on say we call live no obe subscribe more but I have to say
but eventually it's
there be and no directing but you be later no my issue is that I'm happy with the position of the FA at least making it clear say the two TV stations AFA Sports and Globe TV no omo backing to show the games to one say omo said down treaty issue ni ye akwa say FA ni publication and e show live we mun be and other things but to convince the public na idea perception down ko for trim say the clubs are getting nothing and the FA no to one say there's a whole conspiracy theory around it enti komo ja media ma de na to as at no maybe to the name nim yes nke bi be si wokotko next home game no to the extent that I know some of the Kotko supporters in Pennyphobia they were trying to lobby hard to folk supporters to also join them with the crusade. Now the two big class because one, say financially, the Scar clubs ninya.
Gongo forma.
Because of Haas and Kotoko, every home game is on TV. 2 teams normally are more pre-league, you know. Operations are our teams make my home matches. Because Kotoko has match live on TV, you know. They will not have that advantage compared to those clubs. I know Kotoko supporters in Penifo be a place you call Haas supporters to get them involved in this crusade. But I think the position of the FA, you know, one or the other, especially when it be a verdict, na punishment kesiebi e koma mediama e betimi prevent the other class from doing moving forward, Mr. Otuo.
Wonderful. Cinema kakra enso be so an say enyame adum say de enipa ni bi kan na ye jijum sa say ye ball no ye hye but ye hu sim to kakra ewum technical team nso hu a omototo ne ma say de ne ma be yi ama ha so fu kan ko no are successful enti ye de football
na ball no mu ntwa na mo
ntwa me de say Ghana football na say enti dem ji say nipa de say ohwe ase na so sorry a obitima hye ne ma yi because ba bi football ne we say yen ko form ne yen samra because ade na say eni epesi ye ne yi baby ye de be start ye ne yi ne say ye bi ji say ba form ne ye say pije ho enti me de omuntwa na say de be ya ne ba bekoso yi ma football na timi akonkan ama obi atimi awie yi ye de house of supporters ne ye ka chom say and league ne the 5th ye the 5th Kotoko the 6th
ma bo match spare
ya bo pe te so mo sa so yen na otwimi oni ni ye de na be wo mo so no sa mo so yen
okay
cause you see ano ye plus 6 or more plus 5
you go back
gabi ye biti o mo ye ba ko no class sa
they go 1
5 6 ni say
back head to head ya come to mo
head to ya ba wie ye mo nwie head to head nya djuma is a difference of goals the supporters in tiani ye we share Kotoko ni what the 5th ye the 5th Kotoko the 6th
do you know why then
we share na chen say Kotoko the 6th we do say 5 ni chen na de ba kwa ka no